Are you going to fight? Are we going to have 100 days of resistance? Fantastic. Now, number two, I want to say this idea from the government, that the mayor's office has been talking about, other people have been talking about ID NYC. That's a great thing. And I want all of you to spread that word through social media, through your friends, anybody you know that needs that kind of help. They go to idnyc.gov. idnyc.gov. Remember that. Just like Michael Moore said, what's that number? 202-225-3121. Thank you. Thank you. It's Michael Moore's agent over here, his publicist. But spread that around. idnyc.gov. I'm listening to National Public Radio, and the guy gets arrested for a crime. They don't know whether he committed or not, and immigration's waiting outside the courthouse, and they arrest him. He's in jail, detained for a year. He's here working. He's illegal. He's here working in some kitchen in Manhattan, and he's got kids at home, and he's got a wife at home, and he's been detained for a year now. We've got to provide this ID NYC thing to as many people as we can. We've got to spread that around. idnyc.gov. And the last thing I want to say is about our children. My wife and I have 3 little children. And for all of you out there who have children, to a degree, I mean, I'll let you be the judge of that. They're never too young for you to start to teach them about what's going on here. They're never too young for you to teach them what a real American is. And an American wants full participation and full transparency of their government. And we've never been further away from that than we are now. These people are a disgrace. They are a disgrace to everything you and I believe in. But there is hope, and the hope is us and us fighting 100 days of resistance. 202-225-3121, idnyc.gov. You take your pick, whatever you want to do to stay involved. Stay strong. God bless you all, and God bless New York City, and thank you. Now, it's time to get inspired. It's time to get inspired. I'm going to go to the Russian consulate right now and take a piss. A really super, super strong one. But before I do that, it's time to get inspired. I'm going to bring up one of the most inspirational New Yorkers I've ever met in my lifetime, the Reverend Al Sharpton. Thank you. Let me break in the comedy hour, and let me say to people watching us around the world, this is Donald Trump's hometown, but the hometown folk do not behave like Donald Trump. Look tonight at thousands upon thousands of us, of different religions, different races, different sexual orientations, different genders, that stand together saying that we may have seen you win an election, but we have not lost our minds. We come together in the town Donald Trump was born to say that we don't need to make America great. America is great when we respect each other and stand with each other and unite with each other and defend each other's rights and stop the harassment and oppression of each other. You might have missed it, Donald, but America's already been great, and we're gonna make it even greater. Tomorrow, as the mayor has said, who's leading us tonight, President Barack Obama will leave the White House. But we are going to make sure that health care doesn't leave with him, that LGBT rights doesn't leave with him, that rights of criminal justice reform doesn't leave with him, that rights of blacks and rights of Latinos and rights of immigrants and gender rights doesn't leave with him. Nobody donated us those rights. We fought for those rights, and we're going to keep those rights because we're going to keep on fighting. You want to register, you want to build walls, this is
is a country that does not make that happen, and we will not sit by and let it happen again. It amazes me that Mr. Trump got upset when someone said that they didn't respect him as a legitimate president after he campaigned for years calling President Obama not a legitimate American. Your politics started by trying to delegitimize the sitting president's nationality. And now you want to have a temper tantrum when people talk about voters were purged and there was, according to intelligence, influence from other nations. As you sit there tonight at the inaugural concert in Lincoln Memorial, you need to talk to President Lincoln, Mr. Trump. President Lincoln will tell you that slavery and oppression based on different races and different people is wrong. You need to talk to Lincoln while you're there tonight. And Lincoln will tell you that states' rights, whether it's on health care, on teachers, on education, is wrong. You need to talk to Mr. Lincoln tonight. There's some battles we won, and you can't reverse those battles. We're sending you a message from your hometown that you can try to turn back the clock, but you won't turn back time. We're not going backwards. Tomorrow at high noon, Donald Trump is scheduled to put his hand on a Bible and be sworn in the 45th president. Well, I hope he opens that Bible and reads the Bible. Go to the New Testament. There's a story that I'll tell you as a Baptist preacher where Jesus talked about a man who was laying by the side of the road. He'd been wounded, he'd been robbed, and he laid there in desperate conditions. A man of his race walked by, looked at him and kept walking. Another one walked by that was of religious standing. He looked at him and kept walking. But another man came by and he reached and helped him. He didn't ask him what his race was. He didn't ask him what his gender was. He didn't ask him if he was transsexual. He didn't ask him what nation he was born in. He helped him. What makes a good Samaritan, Mr. Trump, and a good American is when we lift each other up rather than beat each other down. We come to lift the nation up tonight. So we say, they're saying that there was hackers that hacked all over the country during the election. Well, I made it easy. I brought my smartphone. Hack this tonight. We're going to love, not hate. Hack this tonight. We're going to stand united, not divided. Hack this tonight. There'll be 100 days of resistance. Hack this tonight. Voter rights won't stop. LGBT rights won't stop. We will not stop. We will not go back. You can hack a message and tell the world that the election is over, but the movement has just begun.